Sarah here and Justin from our channel Love Withstanding, and today we'll be talking about our week 13 pregnancy update as well as something unexpected that happened this week. So let's begin with our frequently asked questions. How far along? So today is Thursday, July 12th, and so that makes Baby Park 13 weeks and 6 days old today. It seems like I lost 0.6 pounds because I weighed at 112.2 as opposed to 112.8 last week. And so I was like, oh no, we're starting that cycle again of losing weight and then gaining it again. I have no idea what the heck's going on. But yeah, it's not much. I mean, it's only 0.6, so nothing to worry about, I hope.
We just got a call from my wife. She has blood clots coming out of her, and it's giving us a little bit of scare. So we booked a last-minute ultrasound appointment. And I am on my way home, so I can take my wife to the ultrasound appointment. I didn't even finish what I was doing at work. I just kind of ran out the door. I don't want to lose my baby. I've already seen photos and videos of my baby. I'm already so attached. I was in the middle of my lunch when I got the phone call from my lovely wife. So I just packed up my lunch back into my lunch bag, and then I rushed into my car. I quickly sent a message to my coworkers saying that I have an appointment that I forgot to tell you about, so I'm just gonna bounce right now.
You probably thought he had a hot date.
I didn't want to tell them that my wife needs me for emergency ultrasound. The way that you were crying, that broke my heart. Aww. On the phone.
Oh.
The night before, when she was saying she was bleeding a little bit, I thought, oh, it's nothing, don't worry about it. But when it happened the second day, the day after, that's when it broke my heart, because I was afraid that we might lose our baby. And I don't know what to expect. Is bleeding normal, not normal, but bleeding
Me neither.
2 days in a row, that kind of concerned me. We're on our way to an emergency ultrasound appointment.
So basically, I had like a minor bleed. I don't even know if I should call it minor. I felt something, and I went to the washroom to see what was going on while I was at work last night, and I saw red blood on my underwear. It made me panic. Didn't feel any cramps or anything, so that was confusing, but I haven't spotted since implantation bleed in April, so it's kind of scary. Because I was still at work, I didn't want to think too much of it. I quickly changed into a sanitary pad, the kind of pads you wear when you have your period. Luckily for me, I had one in my lunch bag. Went on with work, and then I came home last night because I worked the evening shifts. I came home around 11:30, and then I told Shireen about it on my drive home, and she told me not to worry about it, and that she had been spotting all throughout her pregnancy. And I told her that it was bright red on the panty liner, but every time I'd wipe it became pinkish and then light pink, and then it turned light brown. So when I switched to my sanitary pad last night, I noticed there was a brown streak on my pad, but not enough to call it a period. So the fact that it wasn't bright red made me feel a little more relieved, but I was still panic stricken. So I came home and I told Justin about it, and I just broke into tears. And then he comforted me. He's like, no, Baby Park's gonna be okay. Still did not have any abdominal cramps. So Justin spoke to Baby Park and said, behave yourself. Basically telling Baby Park to not make mom or dad worry. So then I went to bed. I was so tired. Don't know why, but I just couldn't wake up. And then I finally woke up to a thunderstorm at 11:45 in the morning. Supposed to work an evening shift today, but I just didn't feel up for it, and at the same time, I had to call the doctor because when I peed for the first time today, after waking up, I saw brown clot that came out that I passed into the toilet. And then as I wiped, I saw something brown and stringy. It just made me worry because to me it looks like a clot. So still not bright red, but still scary. So I called the doctor's office and asked them whether they could take me in, even though it was short notice. And then they were talking amongst themselves, and they said, unfortunately, my doctor wasn't in. Family doctor wasn't in today. So they referred me to an RN who asked me the same few questions, like what does the bleed look like? Do I have any cramps? And all that jazz. And then she told me to just get bed, like stay in bed and just relax and rest while she figures out a way to book an emergency ultrasound for today, and that she would give me a call right away. She was so sweet. Her name's Tina. Very comforting and very reassuring. So she called. So we hung up, and then she called me within 10 minutes, and she was like, "Okay, so I have somebody here. Her name's Denise. She's going to make all the phone calls. She happens to be free, so she'll just go ahead and take over that task." So I said, okay. And she said she'll give me a call back as soon as they find an answer. And I think not even 20 minutes later, I got a call back from Tina, from the doctor's clinic, and she told me that they were able to find a place, which is about half an hour away from our home, that has an opening for 2:45. Well, actually for 3 o'clock, but they need me there as early as 2:45 in the afternoon. And that I asked her whether I could still go to work today, and she said, no, do not go to work. Just stay in bed, just relax, try your best to rest. So, yeah, I had to call work and tell them that I had a family emergency. I didn't have the courage to tell him that it's me. I called Justin and told him what's up, and told him that as soon as, he should just stay at work, and as soon as I find out whether we have an ultrasound booked for today, I will let him know. So when they told me that this place would take me in this afternoon, I called Justin back and told him, and I asked him whether he wanted to be there, and he said, yeah, of course. So here he is. Came home from work. He ate lunch really quick. I finished my brunch really quick, really. Then I got ready, and then here we are, on our way to a bit outside the city border, to have an emergency ultrasound done. The way they called it, they said a gynecology ultrasound or gynecological ultrasound. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm guessing it's another word for emergency ultrasound. So yeah, they told me that it's better to have an ultrasound than to go back to the clinic and try to find the baby's heartbeat using a fetal Doppler, because we still want to get to the bottom of what's causing the blood clots, even if baby Park is okay. Like I told you, I missed my vitamins last night. So. I know, I'm just trying to justify that the reason I'm feeling this way is because of all that stuff. And then I tried cow's milk for the first time yesterday. Do you think that's it? Do you think they'll show us the ultrasound? Whether it's good news or bad?
Yeah.
I don't know what their protocol is, whether they're going to wait till the doctor breaks the news to us. Generally, they don't want the sonographer to have to deal with that. It's usually the doctor. The doctor will tell you the results. But at least I had the support of my sweet husband and my sister's support. So far, they're the only two people who know about what I'm going through. I told Sheree that I haven't told Mom yet, and she's like, don't tell Mom. Oh my God, Mom is like the last person you'd want to tell. She said, do you know that when Sheree was spotting and she told Mom was making it sound like it was Sheree's fault. She's like, yeah, because you're not doing this or because you're doing that. So she's like, don't talk to Mom today. So in your mind, there's no possibility.
There might be, but the worst case scenario, we'll make another baby.
No, we already told everybody.
And
It's pretty bad. Right? I mean,
but then the
how do we-
end result is that we want baby. We can still have that, even in the worst case scenario.
I would wonder why it would happen to me. We had our last ultrasound was only last week, last Wednesday, and today is Tuesday. Baby, no money make mama worry. Okay, guys, so basically, Baby Park's okay. Yay! Baby Park's okay. Baby Park is okay.
We got a new ultrasound.
Looks like he or she is facing the opposite direction now. Sonographer, let's call her name is Lynn. She basically said that baby's heartbeat is 143. And the sun came out. Isn't that crazy? How it was raining and fitting my mood, all gloomy and stuff. Then all of a sudden I came out happy and now the sun is out.
So it was a fibroid that was bleeding?
Well, she said possibly because I have fibroids all around my uterus. She said she was able to visualize 4 this time, not like 3 last week. But because of my hormones raging and my growing baby, our growing baby, the fibroids are just getting more visible one by one each week. You know what I mean? Because the fibroids are growing each week. And it's possible that because of my stretching uterus that the fibroid just ruptured. But she's saying for sure every time I get worried or every time I bleed, whether it's just a spotting or bleeding, I just have to call my doctor just to make sure. She said it's always better to make sure. So I'm guessing that because of the high miscarriage rate nowadays, they're no longer dismissing it. If I say I have a bleed, even if it's just spotting, they're like, you know what, we'll take you in. Right? That way, no regrets. No regrets. But yeah, Baby Park is great. Measuring exactly where I am right now, she says. So I'm guessing, 13 weeks and 4 days? Oh, she's like, it'll be nice if baby will stay still. I was like, so naughty. Kept kicking mama and kept trying to stretch the head against the belly. But how do I not feel you, baby?
Baby Park is kicking too much. It's like rupturing all your fibroids.
Kicking, not just kicking, like head banging too. And I was like, why don't you want to show us the baby? Didn't you feel bad? Like, oh, something's wrong? As if she quickly looked at the baby and then quickly went to the fibroids. She's like, let's not talk about baby yet. I was like, why wouldn't you just tell us? Is there a heartbeat? Like, oh my god. It's her when she did it that way the very first time. I was like, something's wrong. I knew something was wrong, you know? Like, okay, that's one fibroid. I'm like, okay, but does baby have a heartbeat? Oh, don't worry, we'll get to that. What the hell? We'll get to that? Oh my god, that should have been the first thing she checked. Just to put our minds at ease, you know? It's like, oh. And then finally she's like, yeah, there, you see that? That's the baby's heartbeat. I was like, oh my god. Why did you do that to us though? Oh my god, you guys. What a scare. Can they see it? Can you guys see it? It says hi, mom and dad.
All in all, I think our Baby Park is still okay, even though we found one more fibroid in my wife's uterus. And then we came back with this lovely picture of our Baby Park.
Our favorite picture so far, ultrasound photo so far. So basically, baby's okay. And now all I have to worry about is this fibroid. I tried to get to the bottom of it, you know, like what's going on. Even the sonographer could not justify that it was a fibroid that caused the bleed. She can't. So yeah, looking forward to a follow-up appointment from my doctor's office. Apparently I will get a call from them, so we'll see how that goes. Another highlight of our week was pregnancy announcement to friends. So let's turn this thing around. We announced to our friends, our closest friends, on July 7th, Saturday, at a picnic site in Bowness Park in the northwest part of Calgary. And so yeah, we were planning like a summer picnic thing with just potluck, some food all together. They thought that we were just doing a summer get-together because we haven't seen our friends all summer long.
This happened 3 days before the emergency ultrasound.
Yeah. Check out this clip as to how the announcement went with our friends and the reaction. Okay, everybody say cheese! Cheese now. 1, 2, 3. Now, everybody say Sarah's pregnant! It was fun. I'm so happy. Like, I'm sure Justin here felt so relieved that finally everybody knows. Officially, kind of, sort of. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Who else is left behind?
Well, I still haven't told my coworkers.
Who else is left behind, honey?
I still haven't told my parents.
And I still haven't told my dad. So woot woot! This will be fun. I mean, this whole bleeding scare kind of threw us off guard, and we're like, yeah, let's just wait until we're officially okay with the whole bleeding, and hopefully it stops. What am I looking forward to? I have a doctor's appointment, a follow-up doctor's appointment booked for tomorrow regarding this pregnancy scare earlier this week, how the ultrasound actually went, what the results look like. So looking forward to that. Yeah, definitely looking forward to that because I have so many questions. Like, what exactly are fibroids? Because a lot of you guys told me, like these professionals told me, that it has nothing, it's not going to affect the pregnancy, it's not going to affect the baby, not going to affect me. And then before you know it, what's with the scare? Another, like, it could have been the fibroid. Like, well, you told me. Oh, so yeah, I'm planning to ask so many questions to the doctor and just grill and go like, seriously though, what do I need to expect now that I'm reacting to fibroid this way? If it were the fibroids, like, I need to know.
This is ginger ale, by the way.
It's making me burp a lot. So
it's not beer.
It's not beer, sure. Wink, wink. Tune in for a 14-week pregnancy update.
Thanks for watching, you guys. And please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you dislike this video, give us thumbs down twice.
To our YouTube families and friends out there, thank you so much for all your support. And we really, really, really appreciate all your best wishes and just the sweet, touching, heartwarming comments you guys left for us. Like, mwah, we love you guys so much. So please keep it coming. Love you. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.